I'm Eric Crawford, lead and rhythm guitarist for the Christian hard rock metal band Ash Wednesday. And this is my story through my eyes as I saw Ash Wednesday go up in ashes.
Now play some Christian rock!
Ash Wednesday is a Christian rock band that has been together since 1991 on and off. And we're based in Salt Lake City, which is where we predominantly do all our recordings, all our rehearsals. In 1989 and 1990, I played in a couple of local nightclub bands in Salt Lake. One was called Blackout and the other was called Joker. I rehearsed with my bandmates in the basement of my one-bedroom apartment. And we occasionally played nightclub gigs at Uncle Albert's and also did some house parties. As 1990 progressed, my latest band, Joker, was falling apart, and so was I. My panic attacks were becoming increasingly frequent and more crippling, keeping me back from making any progress musically, and I was slowly destroying myself with alcohol trying to fight off the panic attacks and loneliness. It started out by being invited by the Good Shepherd worship team to sit in on rehearsals and pray with the band. I remember the first rehearsal, I met the drummer of the worship band. His name was Craig Stone, and the minute we began talking, we immediately hit it off, as we discovered we both had so much common ground. Craig, too, had also grown up in the local rock and roll scene in Salt Lake City, and even toured with a very successful hard rock band called Rumors. Like me, he had been through the ringer with drugs and alcohol and the hedonistic lifestyle that comes with it. Craig was hands down one of the best, if not the best drummer I had ever heard or played with. I remember certain memories of how it all started and how Craig and I met, and listening to him play his drums on the worship team and being impressed with him, being impressed with his friendship, his personality. He was a really super nice guy. And initially when he and I started to play and jam in his basement, his parents' basement, we just kind of did it for fun. It was like a hobby because we both loved playing so much, and that was when I really saw Craig shine as a drummer. I was blown away by his drumming. I'd never seen any local drummer even come close to him. And just as our friendship took off so quickly, so did our musical chemistry. Literally, starting from scratch, the two of us just started making up guitar and drum riffs and turning them into songs. We didn't immediately have a vision of doing a ministry or necessarily even starting a band, but just kept enjoying the newfound friendship, fellowship, and musical camaraderie we were sharing. Working with Craig on the worship team led to us branching out and jamming with other local Christian musicians with different ideas. It was fun for a while, but soon we felt like we were just laboring in vain to do anything musically. It seemed our most productive moments musically came when we jammed together in the basement of Craig's parents' house. The chemistry we were building between the two of us just kept getting better and better. After making up several riffs, I started putting lyrics to some of the riffs we were jamming. It was like all of a sudden we had put together the roots for 8 to 10 songs, which some of would later appear on the future CD Thunder from Heaven, which was released in 1993. I put up some ads at local music stores and churches, and we auditioned a couple of guys before finally we got a phone call in early of spring 1991 from a guy by the name of Dave Lawson. And I guess Dave liked what he heard, and we liked Dave's bass playing, and so we decided to put together a trio. And Dave was also willing to do a lot of vocal work too, as he had experience from previous bands himself. And in September of 1991, after much dedication and hard work between the three of us in our music, we got our first live concert gig.